Hello, people. What's up? It's breakfast time for me. I think it's time is yeah. It's like almost 12. Well, I mean, closing towards 12 in the noon. So it's ideally a brunch and not a breakfast and not a lunch, right? So what time do you all have breakfast? Morning, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8, 9, 7, somewhere there, right? That's breakfast, ideally. Lunch, what time do you have lunch? I think 1, 2, 2 o'clock, right? Most of the people have lunch by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, somewhere there, I guess. So 12 o'clock, if I'm going to skip the breakfast and hit directly, it's called brunch. So the meal between the breakfast and the lunch is called brunch. And so when I skip a skip a breakfast, and I'm going to skip a lunch, which is ideally in the morning, 8 o'clock, 8 to 9, and for lunch is like 1 to 2, and I'm having food at 12 o'clock. I'm right now time is like 11:30, so we are very close to 12. So this is ideally called a brunch. Hope you got it right. So let me unpack my food. Let's see what we got. So I got my plate, got my food. Cool. So I have to I have to get the cup. So I'm gonna get the cup. Lights on. Oh yeah, I'm wearing shades. Okay. Crazy, right? Sometimes I miss this totally. So let's try to. I'll have to get a rubber band. So yeah, okay, rubber band is what else there? Rubber band is there. Okay, cool. So everything looks good. Um, okay. So let me. So they give this tying with a string. Okay, it's a thread actually. So the vada is packed with a rubber band. So I have to remove the rubber band from the vada, and I'll have to unpack this. I have to fill my cup with, I don't know if it's tea or coffee. Okay, and then I have to use the rubber band and put it, put this, pack it up, have to pack it up again, like, yeah, let's continue. I am trying to see if I can get a good angle, so to cover. Um, I'm not able to get this angle. Okay, this should ideally be good, I guess. Yeah, it should be good. Looks like a good angle. So this is my cup of. Oh, today it's tea. It's not coffee. It's tea. Yesterday was coffee. Today it's tea. My mom is Brit. I'm American, so Brits love tea. Americans love coffee. It's a war between Brit and American. So yeah, this is tea. So my mom's family, they are Brit. Okay, like they are they are British. Like their culture is British culture. My brothers are also British. Like they are they follow the Brit culture. Okay, whereas I'm an American. I follow the American culture. In the British culture, there is a lot of emphasis on how you talk, how you present yourself, how you dress, how you eat, how do you drink your tea. There is a lot of emphasis in the British culture. Okay, like in the UK culture. If you're a British, if you're a Brit, maybe this is more related to the king's family and not probably the local British. It's possible because my parents' generation, right? They have a lot of influences from the British culture and the French culture, France, right? British and France, somewhere there, even Germany. So it's like British and the Europe, the Brit and the European culture mixes there in my family. And then they also have the Hindu culture. Okay, they are Hindus basically. Uh, so they have a mix of all the three. So that's how it works. So so I have, um, so my parents, my grandparents, they all have membership with a lot of clubs in India. So there used to be a, well, I have not become a member of the club yet, uh, like officially. So in Kodaikanal, there's a club called Kodaikanal English Club. So my grandparents all have memberships. So when I grew up as a kid, it was very new to me, right? The first time I'm going to a club and I'm getting introduced very born as a kid. That's how it works. So gradually, as I started going to school and go to college and then started working and everything, I started seeing that my family, like my parents, my grandparents, they're all very Brit uh, aligning. Okay, they're very Brit aligning. They are very. They give a lot of importance to how you dress, how you look. They give very importance to how you talk. They're very, they're very like Brit aligning, like very British. And they drink tea. That's right. They didn't drink. They didn't. They all drink tea. My grandparents, my parents all. So because of the British influences, and yeah, that's how it works. So I actually like coffee because, like I said, it's I like the American way of living, and I may also have some British influences. Like cycling is Brit, right? The UK cycles. America drives. I hope you understand, right? Why America drives? Why UK cycles a lot? Do you know the answer? Oh, I got refilled my cup with. It's almost full. Here, I'm gonna take a few sips. Cool. I'm doing good so far. I have to make sure. Okay, so that's what. So UK cycles a lot, whereas America drives a lot. America is huge, like in terms of area size. So bicycling does not work in America. Like most parts of US, uh, I mean, like the cities, the states, sorry, the state, the city, the county, everything is very huge there in the US. So you eventually have to drive a car. You have to own a car, I guess, in the US. Yeah. The UK, it's not the case. UK and India is pretty much the same. Okay. Well, India is a very poor country. UK is a very rich country. That's a different way of looking at it. But it's pretty much the same in the sense. In the UK, you can rely on public transport, and you can still live a fantastic life, like if you want to. Because that's a quite small size in area. The area size is quite small in the UK. Bicycling in UK works a lot. Like, and the weather is very good to have a lifestyle where you can use a bicycle and then you can use public transport. It's very good weather. It's pleasant weather. You got what, 15 degrees Celsius, 10, 15, 20. That's it. That's where you hover around in UK, right? In India, everything is very small. The area size is very small, so it's very comparable to the UK. But the only problem is it's very hot here in India. It's very hot. So uh, to bicycle a lot in India takes a lot of energy efforts. It's something which people have lost track of, and they have gone into, driving cars, motorbikes, everything. But they don't understand that the area size of India is very small. So every city has a lot of traffic. If you go to metropolitan cities, has full of traffic because the population density is extremely high. The vehicle population density is extremely high, but the road capacity is very less. So you'll end up with traffic jams. So that's it. So coming back to the UK and India comparison, so I pretty much feel the city Madurai, right? It's pretty much a city comparable to the city in UK. It should be something like that. Okay. The only problem is the weather. I've told it that Madurai is good for me. I feel comfortable with Madurai. Uh, it took me a lot of time to get comfortable, but I'm still not comfortable with the weather part. That's the only place which makes me think of why. That's the only thing which makes me think that I should not be living in Madurai for long. So there's a hill station called Kodaikanal. Okay, my grandparents had properties there. They lived there and all that. They had the lifestyle. I was talking to my mom the other day. I told that uh, Madurai is very hot. I cannot live. It looks like I cannot continue to live in Madurai for a long time. It's very very hot here. Why don't I move to Kodaikanal completely? I'll stay in my grandparents' property. One of my, I mean, if they have, the grandparents' property. I'll take my bicycle. I'll go live there, and then I'll set up my internet, the Wi-Fi connection, everything. I just need to carry my desk, bags, everything. That's it, and I'll go and live there. So I'll continue the same lifestyle which I'm living in Madurai in Kodaikanal is what I mentioned. I don't want to come back to Madurai. Maybe I'll come back to Madurai. Uh, I don't know. Sometimes, but not all the time. The problem with, for me to live in Madurai is the hot weather, and I enjoy cycling, and I enjoy a lifestyle where I can bicycle a lot from day to night, like whatever it is. I have to go. In Kodaikanal, it's very comfortable, but it's a hilly terrain again. Bicycling is not easy in Kodaikanal. Even though the climate is favorable, it's complete hilly terrain. Like I have to move around in Kodaikanal with bicycle. I can do that. I have to work more on my fitness, increase my fitness levels, build up more strength, more energy. I mean, more muscles and everything, and then it might work. But bicycling around Kodaikanal is not easy. Like if I have to just go around, right? Again, I'm not sure that the weather. Yeah, the weather should be good in Kodaikanal. Yeah, I guess it's 20 degrees Celsius, 20 25 max. I'm getting done with my tea. Hmm. I'm done with my tea, and then I have my lemon rice. So I went for cycling today morning, right? And I came back. Hope you are all keeping track of my videos. So let's just like a few seconds, a few minutes, just to check it out. Feel free to check out all my vlogs. I've also starting to post this up. I mean, all these videos are moving to YouTube. Also, I have a channel on YouTube. My YouTube channel, if you want to know what's my YouTube channel, you should go to my Facebook profile, and that I have added all my social media profiles. Okay, so just pick up which one is YouTube and go there. You'll find it. And that channel. I'm moving all my videos, the videos which I'm making live videos. The reason is because the live videos is going to be here only for 30 days, and then it will be deleted on Facebook Live. Okay, so that's why I'm moving it to um, to YouTube, so you can anytime pick it up from there. But the source, everything is starting from Facebook. I'm doing via Facebook Live, so if you stick to Facebook, you can stick to Facebook. If you miss out, you may have to check it out on YouTube. So did you get a chance to see my cycling vlogs where I have used my mic and I mean I took my bicycle out in Madurai. I was able to do the live video capture, live Facebook live. I was able to do the Facebook live actually, and people. I mean, like people are okay, okay. Like I mean, everything is fine. There's no problem so far. Um, I was, like people. Okay, there is a lot of schools in Madurai. Okay, there's quite a lot of schools in Madurai. Madurai is a city which has given a lot of importance to education, and the people in Madurai, right? So They make sure that they send their children to school. Uh, that's something which they have given a lot of importance to the city of Madurai. Oh, I transferred my lemon rice to plate. Oh man, I should have had it in the cup, the bowl itself. Now I have to clean up the plate. That's the only problem. Okay, no problem. I'll do it today. By mistaken. While I'm talking to you all, I just forgot it. I lost track of. Um, I mean, I don't have any problems transferring to my plate and having it. Could have saved time in cleaning my plate. So, okay, cool. No problem. No problem. I'm just trying to unpack a couple of food. So yeah, bicycle. I'm getting comfortable with bicycling in Madurai. For me, it's comfortable any day, but people feel comfortable slowly as they see more and more of me. So I was able to see a lot of people, all school going and the college going students waiting at their bus stops, their respective bus stops when I was cycling this morning. So I feel like, oh, what's this? Where's the rubber band? Oh man, I put the rubber band somewhere. Um, I keep doing some crazy things. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. Hopefully that's not more. So, just one second. I'm getting my lemon rice ready so I can focus on having food and then talking with you. I may have to remove my shades, I guess. Shades, shades you can wear it indoors, but not while having food. You can, I mean, it's very clear that there could be a little differences in the color of the food, very slight difference. Shades are nothing but which protects you from the direct sunlight, right? So there'll be some kind of filter happening before, so that you don't take the direct sunlight into your eyes, and your eyes is protected. That's why people wear shades. I'm just trying to unpack a couple of food so I can start having it. Looking for something. No problem. So lemon rice. So I was talking about lemon rice, a very interesting topic, right? I was asking a couple of questions yesterday. Yes, I'm trying to. Okay. I was asking about lemon rice a couple of questions yesterday when we did blogging. I was asking why lemon rice has a lot of curry leaves when people don't eat curry leaves in the lemon rice. Do you all remember the question? I showed you a lot of curry leaves added in the lemon rice. And people don't eat the curry leaves actually. I don't eat it. I mean, I don't know about others. Hope people don't eat it, or I don't eat curry leaves. Why a lemon rice is filled with curry leaves? When people don't eat the curry leaves, they have to keep removing the curry leaves from the lemon rice and separate it out. Why they have done it? I got an answer for this as a cryptic message from a person. He is not directly known to me, but I got it as an answer as cryptic. Cryptic means there is no direct conversation happening between me and this person, but it is an answer. It's a possible answer, one of the possible answers. He was answering to something else. It had nothing to do with lemon rice as a subject, but I got the answer. One possible answer I got it. The second possible answer also I got it. So I'll tell you what that is. I'll give you some time for people to think. Okay, why do you think? Why do you want to think an answer? Give yourself some time to think. Why there are a lot of curry leaves added in the lemon rice when people who consume lemon rice are supposed to take the curry leaves and put it out and then eat the lemon rice. So what is the answer? What do you think is the answer? It could be anything. Like give your mind a thought, free thought. Okay? Just go ahead and have a free thought and think. It could be stupid. I have no problem. I'm very open to hearing even a stupid answer. Okay? But let me make sure that you give your brain a free thought. Have a very free thought. Go ahead and think and say something. What do you think could possibly be the answer for lemon rice? Where the curry leaves are supposed to be removed and then bloody had, and then they load it up with a lot of curry leaves inside the lemon rice. Okay, what have I? Lemon rice. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, this looks good. I'll give you 1 minute time or 2 minutes time. Keep thinking. Mm-mm-mm. You have an answer. One cryptic message I received was very relevant. It's a possible answer. It is a possible answer, okay? Oh man, shall I give the answer? One possible answer I'll give you. Hmm. Have you found the answer? Why does why does lemon rice have curry leaves loaded? The answer I'm going to give you is a cryptic message I received from a person who never spoke about lemon rice, was speaking about something else, but that what he spoke and the question I asked was just trying to find out was relatable to some extent. So the possibility of adding curry leaves to lemon rice is the answer which I'm going to tell you soon. Oh man, I'm sorry. I have to go live in some cold country, I guess, Canada or something like that. Right, it's very hot here. Anyone knows the answer? I'm going to tell the answer right now, just now. So I'll have to give you a little bit of understanding before you understand the answer, how it's relatable. So are you agreeing that uh, people's understanding, their capacity of understanding everything is is very differing, like from person to person it may differ based on what is their educational background, what is their exposure to life. There's quite a lot of things which makes a person's understanding and capacity have certain boundaries and limitations, right? So this lemon rice, which has a lot of curry leaves, where people don't eat the curry leaves, you're supposed to take the. I, I take every curry leaf out and put it out. So in a lemon rice, I would easily would have taken 50 curry leaves. 50 curry leaves. These are small, small leaves. I had to take it off. I cannot eat it. Even if I eat it, I have to take it off from my mouth and spit it out. Instead of doing that, I go inside and pick everything and put it out. It is a conscious effort made by a certain generation of people. We don't know. It's not definitely not my generation. Lemon rice was not invented in my generation. It was maybe it came from my parents, grandparents, their grandparents, some generation. We don't know who that generation is actually. They have done this with very conscious effort so that this food passes on to several generations. So someday, some generation, some person is going to find the answer for this. And the answer is very shocking. And imagine a food which has traveled from one generation to generation to generation, where nobody knows the answer why curry leaves are loaded into lemon rice, where people don't eat the curry leaves, they take the curry leaves and put it out. Why you have to do all this? There is nobody who has found the answer. Nobody has even talked. Let's say somebody has found the answer, nobody's talked about it. Maybe I'm the first person because I got a cryptic answer for this particular question because I'm trying to ask an answer and this world is trying to give me an answer. I got the answer actually. So now I'm going to give the answer, but I want to go find out which generation people actually started making lemon rice. I'm very curious to know that generation people have had certain way of thinking and passing on that message via our food. Now, lemon rice is just a tip of an iceberg. We're talking about a tip of an iceberg. So every food in India is a message which is passed from several generations. How it's prepared, what it is there, what is inside the food, why they prepared it this way. Because the person's thinking has gone into a food preparation, right? So I'll give you a very, very good, very understandable or relatable answer today. Okay, if somebody is, let's say there is a car manufacturer, let's say who's okay, BMW is a car manufacturer. Okay, Tata, let's say I'm in India. Okay, so Tatas are the car manufacturers. They make Tata cars. Okay, so a thinking of a Tata car manufacturing is by a group of people who come and work in the Tata group of companies. So when they come and make and build a car, what all is gone inside and what you drive is a thought which came out of a person who had gone into education and everything, and he has built a car this way. That's how everything is developed. So you understand now, right? Somebody's thought is what you're buying as a product today. His thinking is based on his education or no education, whatever, because different products come from different kind of places. So car was a simple example. What's another example? Um, Bag is a different example. Somebody's thought as how you have to make a bag, what material you have to use, why he chose the material. Everything is thought which came in. So this is we're talking about today's generation. People can understand, right? Imagine there was a generation when there was no car, I guess, no bags, I guess. All they were trying to do is they were trying to convey the message of certain thing happening in that particular generation to be passed on. So someday somebody finds out what this is actually. So the curry leaves, which are being intentionally used in the lemon rice, so that eventually people don't eat it. They take the curry leaves out, separate it out. So that's a conscious effort of a person, of the individual, to take every curry leaf out and put it in the side, and then have lemon rice. Is a brilliant idea made by some generation to convey a certain message. Today we are using a social media, right? Who consumes on social media is when the two-way communication is happening, right? I post something, nobody's consuming it. Then there is no way the other person knows what I'm talking. Whereas the food is something which people will consume. So you make a food, today you create a food and you pass it on, people consume the food. But it is that the person who consumes the food is really thinking like eating a food, does not think like why the food is prepared this way, why there are these ingredients, why these things are happening. Nobody's thought about it, right? So you understand, but there's a two-way thing happening. Uh, the person who creates the food is there. The person who consumes the food is there because that's how the food is prepared and passed on. Whereas in social media, right, I make a content. I'm only a source of making content. The consumption of my content is only when people come and view it. it the content is not like a food. Food is a must have because that's something thought which has gone in. So everyday person has to eat food, right? Not every day everybody has to consume content. And whose content who has to consume also there's no restrictions and there's no any way to define this. So the food is something which you can convey as a message to any generation of people because the food is something which you consume. So the preparation of lemon rice is a message. The message is the addition of curry leaves and the person who make conscious effort to remove every curry leaf out and eat it is to say that the deforestation part of the world. It's like, or the India. We're talking from it's India-centric food, right? Lemon rice, mostly Tamil Nadu-centric food. Tamil Nadu is a very hot state. Maybe it's a two-way. There were people who were cutting down trees, or there were people who found that there were no trees, that is creating too much of heat. So how do you convey that as a message to the entire society, the entire country? I mean, to the entire state of the population that the curry leaves is like to say that either you have to plant a tree or don't cut the tree. The tree is what the curry leaves is trying to represent. It's a tree. They cannot put a tree here, that they can put a small curry leaf which came out of a tree. And you won't eat the curry leaf, right? You have to pick every curry leaf out and throw it out, and then you're eating the lemon rice. Have you seen anybody eating lemon rice with all the curry leaves? You'll never find it. I don't do it. So that was a conscious effort made. It's to say that you need to plant a lot of trees in Tamil Nadu because it's a hot state. If you don't plant a lot of trees, the heat will not come down. At least you have to plant trees in the places where there is a lot of human population, like there are a lot of human beings, right? A lot of humans are there. Let's say I live in 65001 pin code. There are a lot of population density is very high. You need to have a lot of trees to bring down the temperature, especially when you're walking or so the importance of trees is what this lemon rice leaves is all about. That's the message they have actually passed it on. This is one of the possible way to think. This is only one possible way. I'll give you the next possible way. You know what's the next possible way? Okay. So, um, when a human being is not going to take up education, okay, let's say a person who's not ideally going to take up any education or anything, he's just born till death, he just lives and he dies with no education, nothing, okay. For that individual, he may not be having the capacity to handle everything. He might lose consciousness. His brain could be very hyperactive. It's something like that. Okay. So basically, you're in a state of abnormality, abnormal person, right? In that case, when you give lemon rice, what will happen is the only thing the lemon rice will do to the abnormal person is it'll try to make that person normal. Do you know why? Because that abnormal person has been told that curry leaves should not be had, or if you cannot consume it, or he will know that he cannot consume, he or she. So that person, for that period of time when he's consuming the lemon rice, he will pick up every curry leaf and put it out and have the lemon rice. So my dad, right, he's abnormal. Okay, so we have in our family we cook a lot of lemon rice a lot of times, and my dad very abnormal. Okay, he's very abnormal from birth. I guess I'm not sure, like some problem he has. He does not have education, so he cannot cope up with what is happening in today's world. The brains are not ready for today's world. Okay, so that's how he is. So for him, when he eats lemon rice during that time alone, he used to eat food very fast, very fast. He would eat it. My dad, because he's angry, He's having a lot of abnormal thinking in his mind, so he's very disturbed. He's very high on medication. When he eats lemon rice alone, he makes every conscious effort to take the curry leaves, put it out, and then eat. So that's when he is made to slow down his brain thinking and focus on only the food, and you eat, and he's consciously removing every curry leaf and putting it out and eating it. So you get it, right? So this is also a food for people who are abnormal. If you are abnormal and you're trying to, if you're given lemon rice, that means they're trying to brain train you. Brain train you in the sense you would never end up eating curry leaves. So you will figure out how to take each curry leaf and put it out and then have lemon rice. And and I've told this right in Tamil Nadu there is this in Tamil Nadu, right? We get chicken biryani in Tamil Nadu, okay? They give a chicken biryani in Tamil Nadu which is sold as chicken biryani is normally a bone chicken biryani with bone. It is the same exact with what we do with lemon rice, but lemon rice at least you need to put in a lot of effort with the curry leaves and put it out and have it. Okay. In chicken biryani, what happens is the chicken is bone, so it's not the boneless chicken. It's bone. So you have to very slowly eat and also make sure that you're not eating the bone because you put the bone in the mouth, it'll crack it up. So that's a lot of time consumption and a lot of efforts put in to slow down your brain activity. That's why they give you a chicken biryani in Tamil Nadu with bone. Okay. So if you want to have boneless chicken, you have to. It's expensive actually compared to a bone chicken in Tamil Nadu. I'm not in Bangalore. I used to have chicken biryani, right? I've never seen a chicken biryani with bone 9 out of 10 times. And I can tell you for sure, Tamil Nadu is the most cursed state in India. I guess, because the food in Bangalore was very good. I've tried a lot of restaurants, very good. Here, there is a huge inconsistency in food. Huge, like it's very difficult to find which is a good restaurant. And when you find which is a good restaurant, right, you can really stick to that restaurant. So in Tamil Nadu, right, I'll be very honest. While growing up, I know there are very good restaurants in Tamil Nadu, and I stick to those restaurants alone. I don't even like to go try other restaurants because once I know the food is good here and there's a consistency in the food, I stick to that restaurant all the time when I come to Tamil Nadu. It's because there is a lot of food inconsistency in Tamil Nadu. A lot of food inconsistency. The taste differs. They call it the same food item. Okay, the chicken biryani is called chicken biryani. The taste would differ. The people who make Muslims, okay, the Muslim community who make chicken biryani, their biryani is very good. The people in then okay, the rest is non-Muslim. We'll put it in that way. Their chicken biryani preparation differs from one restaurant to other restaurant. It's very inconsistent. Some restaurants have very oily. They do this intentionally, I guess. I'm not sure. They're doing this very intentionally. Hmm. So lemon rice, curry leaves in lemon rice, loaded with curry leaves in lemon rice. One is a message saying that this is a hot state. State of Tamil Nadu is very hot. We need to plant a lot of trees, especially when there is the places where there's a lot of human activity going on. A lot of humans are there. to bring down the temperature. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Is what the message could ideally be. Number one. Number two is uh, the 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 effort which requires to pick up every curry leaf out and then still have a food slows down your brain activity. Okay, so that's another thing. Drinking alcohol also slows down your brain activity. If you want to eliminate the drinking alcohol and you want to eat food and slow down your brain activity, then you'll have to stick with lemon rice, and which is loaded up with full of curry leaves. So it's like you have to put conscious effort to pick up every curry leaf and then have it. Hmm. Hmm. There's a what? It is another possibility that a food like lemon rice has been done because two possibilities I've already given you about the planting of trees is not there happening in the state of Tamil Nadu. It's a very hot state. So they're putting that effort to put the curry leaves. So someday somebody thinks like this and talks about it. Second possibility is we spoke about it, right? When people have their brain activity is too high, to slow down, if you give him a lemon rice, which is loaded with full of curry leaves, that person will be spending a lot of time to just pick up the curry leaves out one by one and then have the lemon rice. That's two. The third possibility is that let's say you already found the first possibility and second possibility, and third possibility is if you are a person who never goes to court to report a problem, I mean, file a problem, or go to the police to report a problem, then you'll be given more of lemon rice because you're trying to deal everything within yourself. Whereas you're supposed to go when a problems occur, you're supposed to go to the police, you're supposed to go to the court because those are the professionals who are already handling these kind of cases. Like I mean, the situations like these, you're supposed to go to these two professionals, and you're not going there. If you're not going to the police, if you're not going to the court when you're dealing with a problem, then you're trying to handle everything on your inside your head, like everything put together inside the head. In that case, you will end up when you try eating lemon rice, you have to slow down your brain activity because you're trying to pick up every curry leaf very consciously. It takes time. It's not very easy to go pick up and do it, right? So that's one part. This is just a tip of an iceberg which we're talking today. Just a tip of an iceberg. Ideally speaking, when people have decided to use food as a medium of communicating a certain message, and then food as a medium of uh, controlling a person's brain, all this should a food has been used. Okay, see, food is something which you have to consume. Content is something which you don't have to consume. It's not a mandate. Nobody cares. If people don't watch my content, nobody gives a fuck, and I don't give a fuck either. That's how it works. But that's not the case with the food. Every person is ideally going to end up having food, right? Because he or she has been told to consume food. You have food consumption is a mandate. Content consumption is not a mandate. Buying a car is not a mandate. Buying a house is not a mandate. You understand, right? Everything is not a mandate here. Only thing which is mandate to human is food. And they bring in this message, this brain activity related um, brain exercises, or brain training work, everything into the food. This more looks like a crime which needs to be reported in the court, in the police department, so that they investigate to find out what is this. Because what should go to what has to go as a problem to the police and the court is gone into the food, right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Maybe the lemon rice preparation was done generations before, where there was no police, there was no court, it was just the people and the king. Maybe it was a king's rule that time. They don't have police, they don't have court, nobody is going to go and so you ideally could do whatever you want. So that got carried away generations. So today we have a country where we have police, we have court, we have legal, we have professionals in every sector. Everything you name, there are professionals here. So if we don't stop this, if we don't file this as a case in the court, investigate why lemon rice has been prepared this way, and is this the tip of an iceberg to all the food which is being prepared in India? So who are these people? Which generation of people are they? Why did they? How did they come? How did these foods got passed on? And why there was no whistleblower about it? And I'm the first whistleblower. Maybe. I'm the first whistleblower. You know what's a whistleblower, right? He has found something which nobody has talked about it. Maybe I could be the first whistleblower about food has been used in India for a purpose of not just eating. It has been used for a purpose of conveying message. Like okay, for example, so there are contents, right? We make content. Contents are regulated by law. So you cannot just make a content and put it up, right? If I'm making a content on Facebook, Facebook screens through their legally they all have to do a lot of screening. That's done by algorithms and computers. If that passes and then still goes in, and then somebody can go to the court and file a case, and then there will be a lot of clarification being done. Okay, that's how the entire system works. This food, the way you have sent a message, a content has been conveyed in the food has no restrictions. There's no code, there's no law. Nobody is screening what is there in that food. Why you prepared a food like this? Nobody has done it, right? It's like you've done a free content. It's a free world way of dealing with it, right? You understand, right? So the food which we eat, every food in India has to be filed as a case. Every food item has to be filed as a case. Why it is being prepared this way? What does it mean? For example, why is idli being prepared like idli? What is it called? Why it is being done? What thought process has gone into that person to prepare an idli? What was message that person is trying to convey? The preparation of an idli. It shows like a stone, right? Was that person trying to say that? Okay, I'll tell you what it could be. There could have been a generation where people used to take a stone and harm the other person with the stone by throwing on him or an animal or whatever it may be. I don't know what that is. Okay? So they went ahead and created this food called idli, and that idli makes in a soft. It's very soft, right? So it's a shape of a stone. It's still soft. So it's like telling that if you want to throw a stone, instead of throwing a stone on somebody, take an idli and throw in an idli on somebody else. So it does not hurt that person. At the same time, it's still an idli. So it's a message conveying way of. It's a way of conveying a message to a person. Don't do this. Instead, do this. Right? So they have used food as a medium of message, medium of quite a lot of things has gone into the world of food here in India. So I would request the Supreme Court of India to open a suo motu to investigate every single food item on the menu in India, from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, to have a team to investigate what is this food, why it is prepared this way, which generation did it start, and what was the thought process which has gone into that food preparation of why it has to look like, why a lemon rice has to have a lot of curry leaves, right? Give me a scientific, give me a social message, give me a pseudoscience, split different subjects and find everything. And should we continue this way, or should we, because when today we have law, today we have courts, we have law, we have professionals everywhere. If we continue doing the same way, the way lemon rice has been done, this will end in something else, because once I have told what is this, tomorrow people will sit down and think, what all food can we create? And they'll start creating. The entire Indian population will start creating. Okay, say let's say somebody has hated towards something, they will start creating a food. It'll be a food ideally, but they'll have a lot of like how the lemon rice has been done, right? So they'll create those kind of foods and push it in the market. Instead, the point is, what should go into the court is going into the food. That's where the problem is starting. What goes into the YouTube does not matter because nobody consumes, the entire population does not consume YouTube. But that's not the case with the food. Every single person consumes food. So every food he consumes, he or she consumes, has a message, has a content, and that person is consuming it. Right? That's where the problem. So we need to stop this bullshit. That's what my opinion or my way of thinking is. We need to move all this into the court. If you have a problem, if you want to convey everything in the terms of food, that is not the right way. We need to put that into the court. So the court is going to have a team to find out what is going on. The police is going to investigate. Professionals are going to get in and find out what's going on. I think we need to get to this place. It is the same problem in the US too. Okay, same exact problem. There was a lawsuit filed in the US. I don't know which state was it. He has ordered something. He has ordered chicken to eat. Okay, he's like he's a senior citizen, I guess, some 70-year-old or 60-year-old. I don't know. I read the lawsuit a little bit. It was there in news came out in news. It's a chicken. The chicken has bones. Okay, he thought it's actually boneless, and he starts eating, and he still thinks while eating that still his bones, but he ends up consuming the bone. So he files a lawsuit, right? And he did not win the lawsuit. He lost the lawsuit actually. That's when I told that we need to study this problem deeper because there's something going on here. Hmm. We are dealing with a huge, huge problem. Why, why, uh, why is chicken tikka, butter chicken, everything very popular in the UK? Because the food is very easy to consume. They don't have these bones, this bullshit stuff. You put a butter chicken and the roti, it works perfect. You don't have to pick anything and put it out. This bullshit does not exist there. So the Punjabi cuisine is a very good cuisine because they have not loaded up their problems as a content in their food. The Punjabis, because the butter chicken, lassi, everything was found by the Punjabi people. So that means they have not taken that route itself, like how the South Indians have taken the route, right? Look at how South Indians lemon rice is South Indian food. It's not a North Indian food. Look at what South Indians are doing. They have put all kinds of problems into a fucking food instead of going to the court and filing a case for whatever their problem is. They have moved everything into the food itself. Whereas the Punjabis have not done that. Their food is very good. You don't have to put any effort to eat a Punjabi food. It's the most loved food actually. Lassi is Punjabi food, right? Very fucking awesome. Just have one lassi and I'm done for the day. It works for a hot day. In a hot day, one lassi is the best. Same goes roti and the naan and the butter chicken works good. So tasty, yummy. You put it in the mouth, melts it, and goes in. That's it. So good to have those foods. You don't put an effort to pick up this, pick up that, and remove it. That shit does not exist in Punjabi food. So there's definitely a lot of. But the Punjabis, or the other way, have the culture of fighting wars, and yeah, they have. I think they have this culture of fighting wars and joining military and all those stuff. I guess. So they took that route. Whereas in South India, these people never had wars in South India. North India had a lot of wars. They have Kashmir, Pakistan Kashmir war was going on. So that part of the world were highly concentrating on the war part. So they didn't have time to do what the South Indian people did with the food here. Because South Indians never had a war. There's no war in South India. Nobody attacked South India. So these people went into all kind of bullshit way of thinking, and they did all kinds of things inside South India. Whereas North Indians are having easy food, easy straightforward food, no picking up like this curry leaf stuff, and then the bone chicken. Every biryani sold in Tamil Nadu is a bone, man. Like for them, that's again a business model. For them, the profit margin is high. If they put a bone chicken in the biryani and call it a chicken biryani, for the same price of a boneless chicken, profit margin, high profit margin. Because the bone, you go to the butcher shop, right? The bone pieces of chicken a kg is very less compared to the one if you ask for a boneless. The price difference margin is a little higher. Okay, so that's a profit margin for them. I guess that's what they're doing. So these people in biryani, they've gone for a profit margin part, and then the effort to eat the bone chicken is a little bit difficult. They've done that also. It's like again the brain activity. Put out the brain of a person, then you put it in, give him a bone chicken. That's what they've done. So why UK likes chicken tikka, butter naan, butter chicken? Because that's a comfort food. That is actually a comfort food, but you don't have to pick everything and put it out and then eat it. No, start eating. Everything goes in. Look at lemon rice. Look at chicken biryani in Tamil Nadu. Look at idli. Idli is a message. Don't throw stones on me. Instead, take an idli and throw an idli on me is what the message. Because there are people were throwing stones generation back. They don't like somebody, they start throwing stone on that person. It's there. It's there in the history books. Because they were abnormal. They were a very abnormal generation. Even today, there's a lot of abnormality. Very, very abnormal. What is happening in today's world is, I am so advanced, right? There are people still sticking to a certain way of thinking, certain way of understanding. That's a clash happening again. They think I'm behind, and they are advanced. Actually, I am the other way around. I'm the advanced person. They are behind me. It's just that I'm not communicating. I'm not sharing that. So, and even if I talk those subjects, they cannot understand. For example, I'm shopping on Meesho a lot here in from Madurai. There was some times when people in the street, random people came to know all this. They were like very angry on me. The reason is, why am I not buying from the shops in Madurai? Why am I buying from Meesho? And Meesho is in New Delhi, the company. Why are you buying from Meesho? Because that's how they think. They do not know why I'm buying from Meesho. They don't know that answer. Their question is, we have everything in Madurai. Why do you have to buy it from online? I'm not going to give the answer why I'm buying from Meesho because I want these people to go and find out why I'm buying from Meesho. What is that they are missing, or is that the Meesho is giving me that I'm able to shop in Meesho on Meesho? So this is very very simple example. Okay, here people want to find answers. They want to know is curious is correct, but you have to put some effort, right, to find out. If I start giving all the answers, then what is it? I can tell you why I'm buying on Meesho and not from a local stores in Madurai. Like I'm telling 80%. 80. I still do shopping in Madurai also. I'm not like saying I'm not buying, but mostly I buy on Meesho. Sometimes Flipkart, sometimes Amazon. I stick to this way. Why I'm buying on Meesho is a complaint in Madurai about me. They found out I'm buying from Meesho a lot. I'm not going to give the answer. I want you guys to go and open the Meesho app and find out everything on your own and do some study, do some comparative study to find out okay why he could be possibly buying from Meesho and why he's not buying from the local store. Open up the app, pick up some product which you are selling, what is selling sold on Meesho, compare it. What else are you finding on this app? So think about it. I'm giving you an opportunity to find answers on your own. I'm giving you all a task. People of Madurai, I'm giving you all some tasks. During your free time, try to do it, okay? Okay, cool. So I'm done with my breakfast. I have to take this up to the trash, drop it, and I have to clean up everything. I come back. I have to drink water. So we are done, right? Okay, bye. See you.